Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. As you can see, once more we have a full house here. We had one person had to leave a little early yesterday, and she was going to come back, but she's been preoccupied with something else. But we have a new guest today to take her place, so we still have enough of us demonstrating all the various postures for you. Today we're going to focus on lumbago, ailment-specific stretches from the 48 plus sequence. That's the postcard. If you come on our show, we'll give you a copy of that and a copy of the fridge magnet. And this particular concept, the 48 plus concept, is actually depicted in this book, my third title, Yoga Secrets, which contains 10 ailment-specific cards, just like this one. Each one deals with a special ailment. So the ailments range from arthritis, asthma, constipation, diabetes, hypertension, lumbago, piles, and sciatica. Piles is a British English word for hemorrhoids. This program is Yogaxpress is Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and Fios 35. It is a daily show, daily yoga health show, and it is at 1:30 in the afternoons and Eastern Time. So if you want to join us, you want to stretch with us while we are stretching here in the studios, you want to join us at your workplace or at home, feel free. If you want to join us right here on the mats, you know where to reach us, mnn.org or yogaxpress.com, YOGAXPRESS. And now for the big moment. I know you're curious. You've seen some of our participants here already. You have not seen one of them before, and one person disappeared. She bailed out on us, but we still miss her. We love her, and that's fine. She's going to have us. We're going to have her in our thoughts too. I'm going to start from my extreme right. Sid Mahu. Sid, you're in the minority with all of us ladies. Yes, you're going to get a lot of attention. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Sid in the yellow t-shirt. Sid is here to stretch with us in the lumbago sequence. Sid, tell us why. You've not met our viewers before, so tell us why you're here.
I'm here because you have invited me so many times.
Yes. And you've ignored it.
Yes, I have ignored it. I've been so busy. So I said to myself, why not take the opportunity to start yoga?
That's right.
And I do have an ailment in my back and my neck. Sometimes I think from looking at the screen, I'm an editor.
Right.
So I sit a lot. And I think I need to stretch and get some exercise going. So why not?
I'm hoping you will take the energy from here to the studio upstairs, to the other editors, and just infect them with all that good positive energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you had a gentleman that was on your show.
Yes.
And the energy
Ron
came to
Thomas.
me.
Oh, I see. So Ron passed on his energy.
Yes.
See, pass it around. You pass on good things, right? Thank you for coming here, Sid.
Thank
we
you,
really
Barry.
appreciate you being here.
Hello to everybody.
Hi. 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 To Sid's left, we have Alyona Vasilenka. Alyona has been with us in a few episodes, couple of episodes before, and she's back with us. And now she is joining the Club of Yoga Addicts, I am pleased to say. To Alyona's left, lovely to have you back, Alyona.
Thank you.
And how did you feel after you went home the last time?
I felt amazing,
Felt
very
good?
at peace, and my back felt much better.
Right.
The stretch was much needed.
Right. Talking of your back, today you'll feel even stronger.
Wonderful.
Folks, remember, if you're stretching to strengthen your back, you need to do back bends. If you're stretching to release back pain, you need to do forward folds, because that actually stretches, and your chiro will confirm this, that will actually stretch the vertebrae so that your spinal column goes right back in case you have a herniated spine. You want to be careful that you don't hurt yourself, so be aware of certain important, small but important pieces of information. To Alyona, Alyona's left, we have Kimberley, Shoniker. Kimberley, thank you for coming back.
Thank
We're
you.
so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Did you feel good? You were here in the last episode too, right?
Yes, I love twisting as well. So any kind of pose that has a good twist in it.
Right. Oh, so you would have enjoyed the sun salutation with a twist. You were
Oh,
here for that too.
exactly. Yep, I love it.
Isn't
I
that
love
great?
it.
Because every time we twist, that's what it is, Kimberly. Every time we twist the upper part of our body, we're actually sort of, it's like you feel like we're a sponge, get all the air or the water out of it, and then when you untwist it, the water rushes back in, so the fresh blood and fresh oxygen come right back in. To my immediate right, to Kimberly's left, that is, we have Tzena Nicole.
Hi.
Did I say it right?
Yes,
this
you
time?
did.
I did. Tzena, thank you so much for coming back. We
Thank
love
you.
having you back here.
Thank you.
Any thoughts on our last couple of episodes that you've been with us? You felt good?
I felt fantastic. I felt invigorated. It's really energy giving, this
Good.
yoga.
Good. And you've come to share that energy with us
Absolutely.
one more time. Viewers at home, please understand we are here to help you, not just to stretch with us, to share our energy, the positive energy, and to get rid of any negative feelings that you already have. Actually, meditation is a lot about, chanting too. We're not going to do any chanting today. Don't worry. We're not going to do that on air. Just to let you know, the reason we chant is to get rid of all the negative debris in our minds. So when we are stretching, what we're doing is we also, in a way, stretching does the same thing for us. So we get all that positive energy, we focus it on one part of the body, and it helps release all that negative tension. We feel better, we share that positive energy again. Josiane Hurd to my immediate left. Josiane has been with us in several episodes before, so what are your different madnesses, Josiane? We have new viewers all the time. You need to
know by now.
No, actually, everyone does know you very well. Josiane does a lot of things. She does belly dancing, sailing, aikido, taekwondo, all the does. Do means energy, right?
Right.
She's into all the does, so she gets the adrenaline rush.
And other things.
I know it. I know you well, Josiane. I love having you back. Thank you. Maria Rodriguez to Josiane's left. Maria, thank you for being here. I know
I'm
you.
glad to be here for my 7th session.
And you work for the Department of Education. They should be lucky. They should be lucky to be able to see you on TV. To Maria's left, Nicole Christman. Nicole, thank you for being here. You want to say anything to our viewers or to us? You want to share anything about yourself?
Well, I definitely feel I like the downward facing poses because
Right.
it's stretching my neck right
Back
here.
of the neck.
I feel that is pretty tense most of the time, so
Good.
sort of releasing it.
Okay, but today we're going to do a lot of back bends, but I'll try to remember that. We're going to do this one. This episode is for Sid. Sid specifically asked for back bends. He asked for postures that would help him strengthen his back. So, Sid, this one's for you. You have to join us in every one of these
I'm
postures.
here. I'm
No
waiting.
hiding in the shadows.
No pressure.
Okay.
You gotta be ready.
Before we get up, I just want folks at home to know lumbago is very easy to understand. Lumbago is pain in the lower back. It could be chronic, which is long-lasting. It's been there for a very long time. Or it could be acute, which is short-term. It comes and goes. We all have it at different moments, these kind of experiences, especially with young people who tend to lift a lot of heavy stuff, who have jobs where they have to lift a lot of heavy stuff. They forget certain basic rules of lifting. In our youth, we just feel very strong. We think we just move as if there's no tomorrow. We just feel so strong and tough. We forget that we have to be strong for tomorrow. Remember, if you're lifting something heavy, people who have a job where you need to lift something, even if you don't have a job that needs that, even if you are lifting something heavy, if you cannot move it with one foot, you should not lift it with two hands. So that is your test. Try and move it with one foot. And if you cannot shift that, what you cannot shift with one foot, do not lift with two hands.
You're very right.
Right. You want to make sure that your hand, because the legs are twice as strong as the hands. So if you can't move it, you shouldn't lift it. Now, lumbago may also be caused by intense physical effort, as I said, but sometimes it's also spinal overload. So if we have too much weight in our body, we're carrying a lot of weight also on our back, because the core muscles are lower abdominal region, upper abdominal region, the buttocks, and the sacral part of the body. So this is the fulcrum of the body. This is the equator of our body. So if this part is strong, nice and compact, the rest of the body stays limber and fluid. So it doesn't matter what the inches are around your waist or how tall you are, it's just how comfortable you feel inside your body. and that will show when you move around. Now, some of the and other causes could be also high heels. Who wears high heels here?
I do.
Oh, guilty as charged. It's okay to wear high heels every now and then. I know that sometimes we want to use it for work, and it does make you feel great. But just be aware of wearing high heels all the time. Just be aware of what it does to our bodies. It actually makes you tense up your calf muscles. Yes, your posture look great, very graceful. And it also puts a lot of weight on your lower back because the whole body has to be poised. So there's a little bit of tension in the body, and that tension emanates in the low back. So don't stop wearing your high heels. Just be aware of it. Just be aware that your body could be under stress when you do that. Slouching. We all do that. When we sit on the computers, I do that all the time. We're sitting on the computers, we're slouching. Sometimes slouching could be as a result of depression too, but I think none of us here feel depressed. We're all highly energized. Improper lifting, as we just explained earlier, lack of calcium. That happens as we grow older, and I know that I have to be more careful than most of the folks here, but calcium deficiency could be one of the causes of lumbago too. So take whatever supplements we need to, but just keep practicing yoga, and I think that should really get us where we need to be. Symptoms include stiff muscles, which we might be getting in a few moments if we don't get up, swelling and radiating pain in the back, numbness, and a tingling sensation. So what we're doing is when we move the body in and out of the different postures, we strengthen. We stretch. Remember, all our muscles are connected. When you stretch one muscle, you're strengthening the other. So when we do the back bends, we're strengthening the back, we're stretching the front. So spinal extensors are getting strengthened when we move back. The spinal flexors in the front are actually stretching. So we're going to do a lot of back bends today. And that's it. I think we are ready to keep going. Okay, we're going to get up. So we're going to all start from a standing posture. For our viewers, please know that we always start from standing, seated, prone, and supine. So we're going to do a few back bends. So let's start with the basic one. Posture number 1, Hasta Utthana. Heels are together, toes slightly apart. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Now in this posture, we're not exactly doing a back bend, but you can make it into a bit of a back bend by tilting your pelvis forward. Keep your low back muscles nice and tight, and then tip your head and your hand back just a little bit and hold. Hold your posture, not your breath. Keep breathing. Exhale, and before we come out of this posture, we're just going to bring our hand up to midpoint. Very gently drop the arms down just above the shoulder height. Bring the arms down, keep exhaling. And then once you're here just above the head, we're going to exhale, bend our knees. Exhale and bend. This posture is called Utkat Asana or Thunderbolt, lightning. It does put a lot of pressure on our knees. So if you feel the pressure on your knees, just move back. Move the upper body back just a little bit and hold. Tighten your low back muscles. If you hear a bit of a crackle and a pop in your knees, that is not Rice Krispies. Those are air pockets. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale and release. We're going to turn to our side. We're going to turn to which side? Let's turn to the right side this time. Maybe that camera will pick us up. Bring your feet out. We're going to go into an intense back bend. Remember, you do not have to go into the full posture. We're going to try. Each of us will be at different stages in this posture. We're going to try and glide our hands down the back of our legs as deep as we can. Keep your feet, put your brakes on, bring your toes in. Keep your feet about 12 inches apart. Now, if you're feeling very strong, you can keep your feet really close. I usually play it safe, so I keep my feet about 12 inches apart. Feet, insides of the feet are parallel. Place the palms of your hand. Sid, you can watch the monitor. I know you're sort of feeling blindsided, right? You can't see behind you. Watch the monitor. Okay. Place your palms on your buttocks. Push your elbows closer together. That already brings the chest out and bring your chin up. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start inhaling, and I'll describe it before we go into the posture. We will inhale, take our head up all the way. Once we go past midpoint, we're going to start exhaling. As we exhale, we're going to glide our palms down the back of our legs, and if necessary, please feel free to bend your knees. Okay, let's start that. Kimberly's already there, almost there. Inhale, bring your head up. Once you're past midpoint, start exhaling and glide your palms down the back of your legs. Bend your knees if you need to. I know I do. And I'm going to bend. Tighten your low back muscles and hold. Inhale, let's come up. Come past midpoint, start exhaling and release. Let's all stay in this position. I want our viewers to just remember one thing. When you're in this position, you don't have to hold it for too long. Just make sure you tighten your low back muscle. That's very important, or you might end up hurting yourselves. Also, don't ever hold your breath. So use whatever tactics you have to feel comfortable. So bend your knees if you have to. Keep your legs apart if you need to. Okay, let's come down to the front to face the camera. Josiane, I don't mean to torture you, but we're going to do Natraj. Are you okay with that? Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're a good sport. Okay. Josiane has a tender knee, and she's been very sporting. In spite of that, she's come here, but because of that, she's made all these beautiful adaptations. So if you have a tender knee today, take care of yourself. Watch Josiane. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Lift the left foot at the heel. Very gently, we're going to hold our ankle from behind. Natraj is Lord Shiva, and just to set the record straight, Lord Shiva never took his legs behind. He actually went to the front and he crossed it over. But you know what? We've given it the name already, so we're going to stay with that. Natrajasana. Hold on to your left ankle from behind. Now, for balance, look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. Hold that, please. I'm going to say this is for you, just so you can look at some point. Look at something that doesn't move. Don't look at Kenny, don't look at Anne-Marie or Rich or anyone. Hold on. Place your right hand on your right hip for balance. When you're ready, take your right arm up. Inhale. And if you're ready to go, exhale. Dip your torso, lift your knee. Look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. The closer that point is to you, the harder it is for you to stay still. So look at it maybe 3 to 4 feet. Inhale, come up. I came out of that posture very gracelessly. I did lose my balance, but it's okay. Exhale and release, but it's okay. The important thing is to try and come out of a posture very gracefully. It's a little hard to do everything, but it happens to all of us. So I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'm going to get better on the other side. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Now, lift your right heel off the ground. Very gently hold on to your right ankle from behind. Place your left hand on your left hip. When you're ready, nice and steady, look ahead at a point that doesn't move. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your torso forward. Lift your right knee up. This time I'm going to shut up for a few seconds so I can hold my posture. Inhale. Very gently, let's come up. Release the right leg gracefully, more gracefully than I did, and relax. I hope when you did do this stretch, I hope you did remember to tighten your low back muscles, because when your torso is going down, your leg goes up, the lower back needs to strengthen, so it needs to tighten a little bit. Okay, let's all go down on all fours. This is a cat posture. Marjari Asana. Marjari literally means cat. A lot of yoga postures are named after animals. Basically nature oriented. Come on your hands and knees, palms just below the shoulders, fingers are nicely splayed, knees just below the hips, toes are curled in to start off. What we're going to do, and I need you to visualize this at work or at home, what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, lift our chest, chin, and the buttock up, while we dip the middle part of our torso down, and that's when we inhale. So when we do that, we need to tighten our low back muscles. And then as we exhale, we're going to uncurl the toes and arch our back. So let's try that. We're in neutral position right now. Inhale. Lift your buttock, dip the middle part of your torso. Exhale, uncurl your toes and arch your back. Those of you who have cats as pets, I know Josiane does. What Josiane? She moves like a cat too. Curl your toes in, Let's try that one more time. Inhale, lift your chest and your chin up. Remember to use your low back muscles, tighten those sacral muscles. Exhale, uncurl your toes, arch your back. Very nice. You can see all of you guys have a beautiful arch. Inhale and come to neutral position. We're going to come up on our knees and go into a camel posture. Camel is a back bend. So it's a seated back bend. So we're all going to turn a little bit to the left. So the cameras get us in profile. I guess both cameras will pick us up. And of course we have Kenny there, so he will definitely pick us up. Remember, in the camel posture, the aim is to have your right hand touch the right sole of your right foot. Left hand touches the left foot. If you feel that's not going to happen today, it's okay. You can do a few things differently. You could curl your toes in. That brings your heel closer to your hands. But also remember, when you curl your toes in, there's more pressure on the knees. So I prefer to keep my feet flat. Now, if even after curling your toes, if your hands don't quite get there, it's okay. Just glide your palm down your buttocks, but just keep the connection. Don't leave your hands suspended in midair, because that's when tension happens. Has anyone ever felt tension in the back of your neck?
All the time.
Right. Yes, I know. That's why you came here. Right. Well, that's where we hold all our tension. So this is a good test for that kind of tension, that if you leave your hands suspended, you will feel that. So you want to be careful, especially you sit. Be very careful. Make the connection some part of the back of your body. Okay. We're going to keep our toes flat. Those of you who want to curl it in, that's fine. Palms on your buttocks. Move your elbows closer together. Inhale, bring your chest out. Inhale, bring your head up. When you go past midpoint, start exhaling. Glide your palms down the back of your thighs. Very gently, reach for the right heel with the right hand, left heel with the left hand. Once you've made that connection, tilt your pelvis forward and hold. Now you have your head tipped back, your pelvis is tipped forward, hold. Use your low back muscles. Do not let go just yet. Keep breathing. Now, as you start inhaling, take your right hand off of your heel, place it on your buttock. Left hand comes off, and on your buttock, inhale. Let's come up to midpoint. And then start exhaling. How are we doing for time, Kenny? Can we keep going? You'll have to say it out because I can't see you.
5 minutes.
Sorry. Okay, 5 minutes. I think I heard that. Okay, let's stay where we are. We're going to go back into Supta Vajra. Supta is supine, Vajra is diamond. This is the diamond posture. Vajra or Vajra is diamond. Josiane, I want you to be careful on this one. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I just wanted to use that. But after this, the next one you will love, the pigeon. I know you love that. Okay, we're going to sit on our heels. Now, if you want, you can sit between the heels. That can be a little uncomfortable sometimes. You may want to use a block just to give you that distance with the feet. But the idea is to get a back bend. So here's what we're going to do. Sit on your heels if you can. Place your right palm beside your right hip, left palm beside the left hip. Very gently lower your elbow to the floor or to the mat, one at a time. One elbow. Come on, Sid, join us. Lower your right. Let's go. Once your elbows are on the floor, tip your head back and relax.
I'm going to try the best I can.
No problem. That's the spirit. Sid, the idea is to just do the best you can. Make the most of what you have. Come to terms with what you don't. If you are not able to do this posture, no problem. Tighten your low back muscles, hold and relax. Now, as we come up, we don't want to sleep on this. We need to get up now. Press with your left hand and with your right hand. Inhale. And let's come up as gracefully as we can. Josiane, the next one is for you, my dear. We're going to go into pigeon posture. Let's turn to face the camera. We're still on our knees. And we're going to come forward, maybe stagger ourselves very gracefully. Extend your left leg all the way out. And you may want to curl your toes in just a little bit to be able to push your left knee all the way to the mat. And once you're nice and secure, your pelvis is very close to the mat, you want to rest your hip. Don't tip over to the right side. You want to rest it comfortably. So be centered. Bring your chin up, chest is out. Very nice. Hold that. When you bring your chest out and your chin up, you will notice that your low back muscles start to contract. Do all of you feel that?
Yes.
You do, right? And that means we're actually doing the right thing. We're actually holding all our, the entire posture rests on the sacrum at this point. Now you should also feel, of course, that wonderful stretch in your abductor muscle, the outside of your right thigh. Okay, let's inhale, swing our left leg forward. We're going to try the other side stretch.
You bend forward?
You want to do that? But this is a back bend. Okay, Josiane, since I said this was dedicated to you, since it's a back bend, I didn't do the forward fold. Okay, all right. This one is for you, my dear. We're going to we're going to fold over, fold forward. Exhale and fold. Lead with your chin. And if your forehead touches the floor, that's great. If not, if you feel that compression of your lower abdomen on your inner right thigh, that's good enough too. Inhale, let's come up.
2 minutes.
Great, thank you, Kenny. Now let's stretch on the other side. Gracefully bring your left leg forward. We'll start with the boat after this. And swing your right leg all the way out behind you. Curl your toes in to be able to push your knee back so that your pelvis comes nice and close to the floor. Then uncurl your toes. Now we're going to hold this position for a few seconds before we fold over, otherwise Josiane's going to take us to task. So we're going to fold over, Josiane. Inhale and exhale. Now take a deep inhale, exhale and fold. Lead with the chest. I noticed Alyona was bringing her hand forward. Let's do that. Let's go one step further every time. Bring your arms out in front of you and relax. This is great also for preventing hypertension because the forehead touches the mat, so the blood stops throbbing right there. Inhale, let's come up. I know no one wants to come back up.
Yes, feels great.
It does feel good.
Yeah, let's just extend both the legs out behind us and we can sort of close out in the cobra position. Extend both legs out, we're in prone position. Now, cobra is the only position where we keep our forehead in start position. Forehead is on the floor. We will inhale, tighten your low back, press with the tops of your feet and come up. Bring your chest up, keep your feet on the floor. Hold, tighten your low back muscles, relax. You can come up all the way or keep your elbows bent. Your hands should not be too tight though. Exhale and release. I guess we could keep going as long as they have the music and the titles on. Hold on to your left ankle with your left hand, right ankle with your right hand. This is a bow position.